Welcome to another awesome presentation by Think Quality First. In this presentation, I will be discussing 3 questions. The first question is, what is a design review? Second question is, when are design reviews conducted? And our third question is CAPA a requirement during product development? My name is Sharky Watkins, and I will be discussing these questions with you next. The first item to be discussed is, what is a design review? This seems to be quite an innocent question on the surface, because we should all know what a design review is. But can we explain the 2 major categories of design reviews? 21 CFR 820.3H gives the definition of a design review. Let's take one step back and look at the term review. Review is a commonly used word to describe an assortment of design assessment activities. Most, but not all, of these activities meet the definition of a formal design review. There are 2 major categories of reviews. Formal design reviews, which we are all familiar with, and then the other reviews. The formal design reviews are meant to be comprehensive, definitive, and multidisciplinary in their scope. This is the gathering of the generals to determine that a design phase has been completed. The other reviews are the documents that makes up the design history file, which feeds into the formal design reviews. Some examples of these other reviews are protocol test reports, regulatory strategies, marketing need analysis, risk management reports, clinical evaluation report, etc., etc., etc. At this point, you should be aware that there are 2 different categories of reviews. Our discussion is, when are design reviews conducted? Now that we are aware there are 2 categories of reviews, it seems to me that this question is more aligned with when are formal design reviews conducted. 21 CFR 820.30E states that the design reviews are required to be planned and conducted at appropriate stages of the design and development process. So how do we answer the question when, or what are the appropriate stages? The company SME will interpret the requirements from the regulations and establish a design and development process to meet the complexity of their product. The resulting SOP will include the requirements for formal design reviews as determined by the company's SMEs. Example of design review phases are design input, design output, design verification, design validation, clinical design reviews, design transfer, etc., etc., etc. Keep in mind there are the formal design reviews and there are other reviews. One last item to discuss. Is CAPA a requirement during product development? Some companies are resistive to using CAPA in the design and development process when this can be such a great tool for resolving issues and to demonstrate compliance with the regulations. The regulatory answer is yes. CAPA system is a tool applicable to the design and development process. However, big however here, not all identified concerns result in corrective actions. Let's take a look at, in the case of validation. Validation may expose deficiency in the original assumption concerning user needs and intended use. In this case, a formal review process should be used to resolve the deficiencies. Now, in the case of verification, the perception of a deficiency may be judged insignificant, inaccurate, or a corrective action may be required. The reason why you would want to use the corrective action system are corrective actions are tracked to completion. Changes are implemented in such a manner that the original problem is resolved and no new problems are created. Or, if new problems are created, they are also tracked to completion. We should understand that the CAPA system is certainly a permissible tool to use during design and development. However, a judgment should be made prior to using it. Supervisor or management personnel will provide the direction when it's necessary to be used. In conclusion, let's review what we have discussed. The first item is, what is a design review? And the takeaway here is there are two categories of design reviews: the formal reviews and the other reviews. Item 2, when are design reviews conducted? And the takeaway from this is formal design reviews occurs at intervals established by the company's SME and proceduralized in an SOP. And our final item is CAPA a requirement during product development? CAPA is a requirement. However, direction is required from management when a CAPA should be used. I hope you have either learned something new or confirmed what you already know. This video may be used for your staff development. If you like the content of this video, please like, subscribe, and share.